Hi everyone, welcome back to Introspective Living. Today I'm going to take another question. This question is from Dr. Murli Padmanabhan. He is someone who I look up to and who has been a guiding light for me in my career in the corporate. And the question is, how has the body, mind and soul transformed after such life-changing experience? Thank you for the question, Murli. I think the body, soul and the mind are still undergoing transformation. For the body, I think about 75-80% of transformation happened. With physiotherapy, the body was able to get the control back from the involuntary movements that were happening. The body was extremely flexible, and involuntarily flexible can be a dangerous thing for the body. The body was trying to be in control of its own movements. I think the body also experienced something which every human experiences as part of the life cycle. So for the body, I think it was more like being newborn. Another thing that I feel that the body has really been transformed into is identify immediately when there seems to be a challenge or an issue with any of the functioning of the body. Anytime there is the slightest risk of an infection, I think I'm able to identify when there's a change in the breathing pattern. These are very early indications that the body is prepared in terms of predicting, identifying and informing me that something is coming up. That ways I am well prepared. The body is well prepared, and that just helps to fight off and ward off something unusual well in time. Coming to the mind definitely has been transformed in many ways. I have been able to experience the mind telling me to take a break, take it slow, and not push and hastily move towards achieving targets and achieving goals. I think one of the things that the mind really has transformed in is being able to live in the present. There is a constant struggle between being flooded by thoughts of the past and being worried about the future. One of the things that I have experienced is to be able to experience what you're doing. I think I've become more mindful. And the other thing that the mind experiences differently is level of empathy. The fact that I have gone through immense amount of pain, immense amount of trauma, an exceptional amount of helplessness in the last 7 to 8 months, I think the mind has been able to reach new levels of being empathetic towards self and towards people. The mind allows me to think about how I see myself. During the initial days of my ICU hospitalization, I was extremely hard on myself. I think over a period of time through this journey, what has really helped is for me being able to forgive myself and not get stuck with a lot of guilt that I may have carried during ICU time period. I think the maximum amount of transformation that has happened has been with the soul. We are connected to each other through our souls. We are connected to our body. We are connected to our mind through our soul. I was a very light believer of this fact. During my medically induced coma of 15-20 days, there have been afterlife experiences for me in forms of dreams and imaginations where the only thing that I have been connected to with myself was through my soul. I have spent a lot of time talking to myself during this period of my ICU, and 90% of the times when I ask myself a question, the answer is right there. I previously, failed to believe that your soul has all the answers to all the numerous questions that you have. The only thing that you really need to probably do is listen. I was able to listen to what I was telling myself. I was able to listen to what all the guardian angels were telling me. When you connect to the soul, it really helps you deal with a lot of fear. I think I was able to deal with fear of mortality, the fear of loss, the fear of failure in a much better manner when I was able to connect with my soul. It really helped me identify intentions. It helped me identify the purpose of my living. I would love for all of you to reflect on what have been your life-changing transformations, the realizations of how you've transformed in terms of body, mind and soul over the last 1 decade or 2 decades. I'll see you guys for the next video soon. Thank you everyone.